guys, it's Alicia, and I'm here with my 29-week vlog. I am 30 weeks today. I missed my 28th week vlog, and I apologize about that, but I do need to tell you a little bit about what went on in my 28th week to make my office visit to my doctor yesterday make more sense. I'm just going to jump in because I have a lot to say and I don't want a really long video. 2 weeks ago in my 28th week, I don't know if you're familiar with what's going on in Texas, but we're extremely dry. I can't remember the last time we had rain. And not this past weekend, but the weekend before, wildfires started. There were lots of homes burned, and one of the families who lost their homes was a close friend of several families on our street. We were a pretty close-knit group. I mean, we still are, the families who are still here. But one particular family moved to near the Austin area, and they lost their home in a fire, along with about 1,400 other families. So my 28th week was filled with helping them with anything they needed, and they evacuated to my neighbor's house right across the street. She has 3 kids. The evacuated family has 2. So I would help where I could, whether it be bringing them clothes or watching the children. So I was feeling a lot of anxiety for them, just a lot of emotion for them. I also was feeling a lot of personal anxiety because I had just started researching a vehicle for us. We do not yet have a car that will fit all 5 members of the family, which is putting a lot of anxiety in me. And I was nesting like crazy. I was organizing. I cannot tell you the number of boxes and bags that I have sent to Goodwill. All of this happening, I was having a lot of contractions, and a lot of them were pretty intense. So enough for me to think, okay, I should probably mention this at my office visit. So I had my office visit yesterday, Thursday, and my blood pressure was 110/68. The baby's heart rate was 145. I have a 20-second clip of that at the end. And there was a lot of concern over the contractions. Obviously, nobody wants to see a baby at 30 weeks if you don't have to. So they wanted to check me, and they wanted to do a test that looked for some kind of protein or hormone or chemical, I don't know exactly what, that would tell them whether or not I was at risk for going into labor within the next 2 weeks. So I was checked. I am not dilating. I was concerned because I told her with my second child by 35 weeks I was 3 centimeters dilated and completely effaced. So what if I'm open, or what if I'm 1 centimeter? You know, what does that mean? It could just mean that I'm just starting, not that I'm actually going into labor. And she said that she would have sent me to labor and delivery to be monitored. And so I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm trying to just keep calm and know that, you know, this is okay. This is what my body does. I'm a contractor. I mean, I started contracting with both girls very regularly at 7 months. Well, I'm 7 months now. You know, and I'm doing the same thing that I've always done. They're just very concerned about it this time. So I was put on limited activity, which means no more gym. I can walk. I can walk the dog or walk very slowly on a treadmill with no incline, but I cannot do Zumba anymore, and I cannot, or any organized class. And they would prefer I not meet with my trainer for at least 2 weeks until they see if I'm changing or not. No sex, no major house cleaning, bummer. Basically, if I don't need to do it, then don't do it. Like if it doesn't have to be done, like for example, I have to pick up E at school every day. I have to drop her off every day. That has to be done. But do I have to clean my toilets? That should be on my have-to list, but no, I'll let my husband do that when he gets a minute. They also want me to drink a gallon of water and keep my bladder empty. Oh, that was the funniest part. So, I am on limited activity. This is my day one of limited activity, and I must say, I mean, it's not even bed rest. Bed rest wasn't even mentioned, and I already feel like I'm kind of going crazy just not being able to do things. Like I want to vacuum. Well, is that considered heavy cleaning? You know, the dog got into some mud, so I had to give her a bath, and I started contracting. So I was like, okay, you know, I need to, I'm very much listening to my body, but there's still a lot of unknowns. And do I try to vacuum and see what happens? Anyway, so I'm still trying to figure out what limited activity means. She also wants to see me next week to make sure that I am not dilating. She wants me to monitor my contractions very closely, so every time I have one, I make note of it. After she checked me after my appointment yesterday, I contracted every 4 minutes for a good 45 minutes to an hour. But then I got home, I ate a little bit, I drank a lot of water, and I just laid on the couch for probably an hour, just kind of wrapping my mind around what happened at the doctor's office, and they went away. I did have frequent contractions yesterday, but they're not as frequent today. In fact, it's like 4 in the afternoon, and I've only had like 4 noticeable contractions. Well, okay, maybe more than that because I just washed the dog. But you know what I mean. Okay, so to week 29. I am 30 weeks today, and if for any of you who have been following me for any amount of time, you know that by my doctor's calculations, I'll be 31 weeks on Monday. So by my calculations, I'm 30 weeks today, and a look back at week 29, the nesting and organizing is in full force. I mean, I am getting so much done. I am having horrible leg cramps. Nothing seems to be helping with them. The bananas have stopped working. It's just, they're horrible. In fact, when they put me in the stirrups yesterday, I started having leg cramps up the back of my thighs, and I kicked my leg out. She wasn't sitting in the stool yet or anything, but I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's okay, let's get rid of them. And so then when my legs kind of calmed down a little bit, she's like, okay, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I promise I won't kick you in the face. And she's like, I'm not worried about that. And like I said, I am having contractions. Again, I know what the real thing feels like, and this is not the real thing. It is tightening. There is no pain. There can be pressure with it, and kind of an intensity that is a little bit like, but no pain, no pain. And I'm pretty tired. So, I think I'm going to say I'm done. If you are the praying kind, I would love some prayers for rain for this region. We're really dry here, and wildfires are a constant fear for pretty much everyone in the state right now, whether you water your lawn on our twice weekly basis that we're allowed to or not. So yeah, that would be great. Oh, and I have a making room for baby video coming. I'm gonna make a mobile, and I'm gonna videotape that, and I'm still trying to get some movement video. And I also have my 2 other best advice and what I wish I'd been told videos to upload too. I'll probably get those up sometime this weekend. Let's do a belly shot. Okay, Okay, this is 30 weeks per my calculations. Oh, there's baby. I'm feeling very, very large. But baby is healthy and I am healthy, so who could ask for anything more, right? Guys, I hope you have a great week. I hope this finds you healthy and happy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.